So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 63 of our Portsmouth career mode. And before we jump into anything, I've got to say sorry, guys. I've messed up big time and somehow I've deleted the footage for Portsmouth for the 62nd episode of the Portsmouth career mode, which was in fact the FA Cup final. It's one of the biggest episodes of all, and we go ahead and delete it. The problem was that my laptop was actually out of memory, so I deleted something and I thought we had already rendered it, but it hadn't. It was in the middle of rendering. By the time we had deleted it, we realised our error. And if you follow me on Twitter, you've been knowing I've been asking Ethan Docklanders. He gave me a reply. He doesn't know how to recover files. I've tried downloading hundreds of apps and nothing has worked. So guys, I'm so sorry. But as you can see, we did in fact win the FA Cup. As you can see here, this is last season. It says the Emirates FA Cup progress winner. We beat Spurs 4-1 in the final. Hugo Azevedo picked up 2 goals, and so did Lowton picked up 1, as did Emre Moore. So we played fantastic in that game, and we did pick up the FA title. But I'm so disappointed that you guys couldn't see it, so I'd like to put my hands up and say sorry, but we've got shirt sales here, and in the most recent board meeting we can have a look at our objectives. So let's have a look here. They want us to grow 1 youth academy player by at least 10 overall points, play them in 5 matches, either as part of the starting 11 or coming in as a substitute. Then they want us to sign at least 3 younger than 20-year-olds with potential greater than the average overall rating of players currently in the same position, so that's going to be quite difficult. Then we've got brand exposure. They want us to sign 1 crucial first team player to a forward position, and they want us to gain £42.5 million earnings in shirt sales within the season. Financially, they're not that bothered about. They want us to avoid relegation, which is good news for us. They want us to reach the round of 16. And it says that within 2 seasons in the Barclays Premier League, they want us to finish mid-table. And continental success, they want us to reach the semi-final. Jesus, that's going to be difficult, but there are the objectives for the start of the season, and I'm really looking forward to this season. But once again, sorry for episode number 62, guys, which, well, it should have been episode number 63, but this episode number 63 is now the start of the season, not the end of the season, including the FA Cup final. Sorry. So now we get the emails coming in, and of course we're going to accept the pre-season tournament invite. Where do we go? Let's go with the one with the most money, which is the one to the far right, as we will be going to Portugal to be playing that one, and we can get a chance of winning an extra £6.5 million to add onto our budget, which is what we desperately need. And now let's have a look at the emails. So we've got a pre-contract player arrival. We've got David Soria joining the club. We've got Javier Manquillo joining the club. A player's left the club as Tolbert has now gone to Barnum, which we're not that bothered about. And then we've got Ike Munain has also joined the club, and the one that we will, I'm not sure about this one. Do we bring him on a permanent deal? But Jose Gomez has gone back to SL Benfica as well, so maybe he's only going to be returning partially. Whether we're going to bring him on a permanent deal, I'm not 100% sure yet, but let's have a look at the 3 new players. So here they are. Ike Munain is an 83 rated left winger. He's got fantastic acceleration, good agility, balance, reactions. He's got fantastic stats. He's got fantastic finishing as well. Got good ball control, dribbling. This guy looks incredible. He's got 4-star skills. He's got high attacking work rate, medium defensive work rate, and he can play left wing. He can play cam, and he's only 26 years of age. I'm really looking forward to this guy. And then we've got the secondary goalkeeper. We've got David Soria. He comes for crosses, and he looks quite decent as well. And then we've got Javier Manquillo, the right back, who can also play left back, and he's got some fantastic stats. He's got fantastic stamina as well, which will be fantastic for us, as he will be able to do very well over the course of the season. But look at them for 3 signings. Ike Munain, where do we play him? We can't drop Vargas. We can't drop Lowton. Do we drop Missy Rolly? I'm not sure, guys. You're going to have to let me know in the comment section down below what you think the lineup should be for our squad. So we put in bids for Charlie Musonda, for Peñaranda, and for Mateus Pereira. So all of them have been unaccepted, and we've got a bid for Omer here to go to Leeds United. We want a little bit more, let's say 7.3 million, and we'll let the 20-year-old centre midfielder go, because he did play a lot in the first season, but to be honest, in the second season and third season, he hardly even got any time on the pitch. It was all Marcus Edwards, or even Tito Cifuentes was getting in front of him. So the first game of the pre-season tournament will be up against Guimarães, whoever they are. I believe they're from Brazil. So we are going to be putting out a weakened side for this one because a few people are on international duty, and the last thing we want is to get injuries to our first team players. So we ended up winning the game 4-1. Sorry, I started in goal for us, but Cleo Menezes, Cardoso, Ava Zado, and Emre Moore all picking up the goals for us. A fantastic start. So we get a transfer offer for Adam Buxton, and we might as well just go ahead and accept it because he's not going to be playing any game time whatsoever, and Leeds come back and say they give us 4 million for Abdulkadir Umut, the Turkish international, and we're not really going to be accepting that. Lookman saying thank you for playing him in the previous game, but to be honest, we haven't got that much money, so we're depending on getting quite a long way in this competition to try and sign a few players. So now the second game will be up against Stade Rennais. It will be a difficult game because they actually drew their first one. So let's see how we can get on here. Can the same team do damage again? We can't because we end up losing. Menezes scoring the goal for us, but then we're in trouble now. We've got to win our last game if we want to get through to the next round. And to be honest, it's crucial. We need the money big time. So now it's time for the crucial game. It's going to be up against Rubin Kazan, and if we win, we're top of the group. If we lose, we might not even get through. They beat Stade Rennais, and then they drew with Guimarães. We made a few changes. We brought in Lotin, Munayin, Mancoro. We've strengthened up the squad, and it seemed to work because we pick up a 4-1 result. Lotin, Moore, and Azevedo picking up the goals for us there. But the bad news is Cardoso is injured. Please don't tell me it's long term. So now it's the semi-finals, and it's going to be up against Braga. It's going to be a massive game, and I'm not sure how we're going to get on. So hopefully, keeping our fingers crossed, we can get through to the final and get that extra little bit of money, and we can. Manquillo, Henrich, Ava Zado, and Lotin all scoring the goals for us. And we are on fire at the moment. We've only managed to lose one game all pre-season, and we're into the final in a reasonably difficult tournament. So now it's the final. It's going to be up against Köln, the German Bundesliga side. Once again, we're leaving the side as it is. We've won 4-1 3 times. Can we make it a 4th time in a row? We can't because we end up losing the game at 2-0. So we end up losing the final. A little bit disappointing that we couldn't go all the way, but I suppose getting to the final, simming it all, is always a good achievement. So we get a transfer offer for Pedro Velasco. We might as well go ahead and accept it because just get off some players, get them out of the club because they're not going to be playing that often this season. And we've also sold Alex Bass, our goalkeeper, to Carlisle United. The reason we've done that is because we've got Axel Werner, then we've got David Soraya, and then behind him we have Archie Bell. So at the end of the day, we've got enough goalkeepers, and we're just putting in bids for really good players, but obviously no clubs are coming back and accepting them as of yet. But then I'm looking at the side and thinking, what do we actually need to improve? I'm not 100% sure what we need to improve. We get a bid now for Axel Werner. We want a hell of a lot of money for this goalkeeper, and we know PSV will not go ahead and match 50 million for the young shot stopper. But as I said, I was looking at the squad, I've been going through it, and I've been thinking, where do we desperately need strength? And I cannot think of where we desperately need it. Because you look at the back line, you think, oh, only 75 rated. But then look at last season. Last season, we only conceded 20 goals all season long. So I don't think we're going to be conceding that many goals, to be honest. However, guys, that will in fact be it for episode number 63 of our Portsmouth career. And once again, sorry for the FA Cup final footage being missing and or deleted by me, I should say. But we will be jumping into the next episode very, very soon, as we'll be taking on Manchester United in the Community Shield. Can we add to our trophy cabinet already so early in the season? You have to come back to find out. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.